Hey everyone, Rick Albert with America Real Estate here. Today we're actually going to talk about and show you all about zimas.lacity.org. It's a website for the city of Los Angeles where you can pull up basic information from who's your council member to what is the size of the house based off what the city believes, permit history, and more. Let's go ahead and dive into it. Okay guys, here we are. I've already typed in one of my past listings. So let's go ahead and kind of get started. So on the left-hand side, that's where all the good stuff is. So, starts off with the address and legal, gives you some basic information about the property, the assessor parcel number, which is kind of like a social security number for properties. And obviously the address, things like that. We're gonna hop into jurisdictional. It's one of the first things I look at. So if you are one of those people that wants to get more into politics or you want to reach out to your council member, this is where you'd find. In this case, it's John Lee. This is out in West Hills. I tend to look at building permit info. So you click view, comes up, and you can see all the permits for a given property, what's going on. You can click these links, and the links will tell you the status. Has there been inspections? Has there been corrections issued, anything like that. It's really important if you're ever pulling permits to monitor that closely, because even though the contractor may be doing everything they are supposed to do, sometimes the city tends to drag their feet and there's no one holding them accountable, and that's where you come in. Now, let's keep going. Go to planning and zoning. So if you want to know what kind of property it is, if it's zoned R1, which is single family, zoned R2, which is duplex, 1.5, whatever the case may be, this is a really great place to get started, especially if an agent is advertising a home or if a seller is telling you that it's zoned one way. You need to see if it is in fact actually zoned that way. Yes, you can sometimes get a rezone. I have not heard of anyone being able to do it successfully, although I'm sure people have. Going on, go to housing, kind of towards the bottom there. This is also really important. Here you see the rent stabilization ordinance, rent control. Is my property subject to rent control? In this case, it's a single family house, so no. But if someone tries to tell you that something's subject to rent control, or they try to tell you it's not, this is a great place to start. Now, of course, things change, right? If you have a single family house with an accessory dwelling unit, if the single family house was built prior to 1978, that would be subject to rent control. And it may not say that there because it may not kind of put two and two together. So that's something that you need to take a look at, see if it makes sense. You can also, moving up, actually go to the assessor. The assessor is also very good information because it can tell you things like number of bedrooms, bathrooms, building square footage. If there's a second building, like an accessory dwelling unit, like a duplex that's detached, right? This is building square footage. So usually if it's a duplex or triplex where all three are connected, it's going to give you a total amount there. But this is also good to know because you want to compare it to what's being advertised, right? To make sure that you're actually getting the square footage you think, big, smaller, and different. And of course, there always might be a slight variation. So you just need to take a look. Also goes back to the bedroom, bathroom count. Is everything permitted? Is it not? Then you can kind of go back to that other list for the permits and say, okay, what's happened from 1996 to now? Because that's usually how far back they go. There's other sites that you can check out as well. So that's a very quick overview of what is zimas.lacity.org. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me if you're not following me, subscribe if you're not subscribing, like this, comment it, and share with your friends. Thank you guys so much, and I'll talk to you soon.